Welcome back to the TikTok show. I am your host, Ryan Heelan, and today's guest is one of the funniest, most favorite families on TikTok. I'm sure you've seen their hilarious sketches all over the internet. Please welcome to the show, the McFarlands. Guys, thank you for being here. All right, now for those who may not know, go ahead and introduce yourselves really quickly. Let's go around the circle like we're in first day of class. Let's do that.
Let's do it. We're back in school, baby. All right. I'm Colin. I'm the middle brother.
I'm Mitch. I'm the oldest.
I'm Dylan, the youngest.
I'm the mom, Kathy.
And I'm Dan. I'm the dad.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. So, it takes a while to become one of the most favorite families on the internet. Take me back to when this first started. How long have you guys been making content and doing this online?
Man,
I mean, we've been making content for as long as we can remember. Like before even we got on the internet, we're like allowed to get on like the dial-up, and you remember that,
right? Yeah. You had to turn your computer on underneath the monitor and all that. Yeah,
you can't be using the phone and the internet at the same time.
Right.
So before content was content, we were still like making videos on a little handy cam where we would make a video, show it to our parents when they got home from work, and just like show all our friends and everything. And so that was before the internet. But then like the internet was around. You get like Vine, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and all that. And we're like, let's just keep the ball rolling.
That's awesome. Now, this might be a question more for mom and dad, but have you guys always been like the goofy family? Were the kids always fun, trying to make you guys laugh?
It all started with this one.
Dan,
I would have never expected that. That's crazy. Dan, really?
it's just had a blast joking around all the time. Like Colin said, with the camcorder, just go around video and stuff. We just had a hilarious time just making content. It always has been fun, and it just goes on from there. Really, a lot of our stuff is things that come across everyday life for us.
Right.
Dad, you got to admit though, the boys would probably tell you this too. Every time something came up, you would make something funny out of nothing.
Right.
That was it. Then you just would run with it. And
hey, that's your job as a dad, right? That's like part of the resume as a dad. You have to make things fun, even if you don't want to.
That's right.
Now, what I love about your sketches is like they're funny and like there's substance to the sketches, which you don't see it. It's hard to see that on the internet sometimes. So was the inspiration like, did you guys watch SNL growing up, or is it just like you said, everyday life, you find things that are funny and that's what you do?
Yeah. I mean, I think our content kind of stems out of everywhere. Like we have just internet culture in general, like just memes and stuff like that. But then also like we get inspiration from movies and like SNL, like we had all the DVD box sets of like the SNL best of like different actors, Chris Farley, like Will Ferrell, and we would just watch those. And that's where like it really kind of, because we do like to give stories to our skits and sketches. Like it's more than just like us goofing around, which I know sometimes we do just kind of goof around a lot. But I do like to give it more of like a cinematic feel from like there's like rising action, falling action. So like tell a story, even if it's in like 15 seconds.
Right. I'll never forget when my dad first showed me the Chris Farley in the van down by the river.
Oh yeah.
Ever since then, that's what my comedy stems from, is the only thing. That's what I always go back to. But no, that's awesome. And like I said, you guys are killing it. So like, I know social media is ridiculous, but do you remember the time or the moment where you were like, oh, this is real? Like we can make money off this, we can let people see our stuff all over the world. Like when did it become real for you and your family?
GMA, you think?
I don't know.
Go ahead, Bill.
I was gonna say, like, we just started making videos as a family, like doing what we love. Like, let's just make videos together, make ourselves laugh and like our friends laugh.
Right.
And then it just started taking off, and it was like people started loving it. People like felt a part of the family, and we're like, okay, this is getting like bigger and bigger. And like the moment it felt real is when like the first like brand, which is like a board game, reached out to us and they were like, we want to work with you guys and like have you promote our game. And we were like, what? Like you want us to promote something you're doing? Like, are you sure? And now it's just like become something that we never thought was even like possible. So
yeah, no, it's always that first one. You're like, you're sure? Like us? You want us to like make you guys look kind of ridiculous? So I mean, if you want, I'd love to do it. But no, that's hilarious. And this is a question for mom. Have you ever, you live with all boys and they're crazy and they're fun, but do you ever take an extra hour at the grocery store just so you don't have to go home to all the math. Maybe you do a dinner by yourself. Does it ever become too crazy? I know it's your family, but what's it been like for you?
I don't really look for that, but I do get my nails done.
Oh, there you go. Mom's going to get her nails done again, third time this week. Don't bother her. She's out.
No, I mean,
Nails done a lot.
it's always fun.
Mhm.
I can't even imagine it being anything different, to be honest with you. No, I don't run from it. I kind of run into
Oh
it.
boy, no.
Yeah.
Hey, whoa. Mom doesn't know how to say anything mean. She can't do it. She can't bring herself to
Moms
say it.
can't. It's not in
But
the DNA.
she works down at the University of Louisville, but she works from home now.
Right.
And her computer is in the kitchen where we film most of our videos. So she's
This is true.
horribly annoyed at every hour that we.
No, when I'm working on a big project or something, they come rolling in and they're all yelling. Yeah, they're like,
Now it's coming out.
No,
It's coming
They
out.
know exactly, like when you have something due, they know exactly when to come in and.
Oh, yeah.
They don't do that all the
I
time.
hope you're not busy, Mom.
But they do.
Now, like we said earlier, this has taken you all over the world, and you guys have met some incredible people. But has there ever been a moment where you were like, "Oh my God, that's so and so," or we're getting to go here and do this? Like, what's been a moment for your family that was like, "This is pretty surreal"?
So, like, it's always been fun, and we just so like happened to get like noticed, I guess, or just started getting more traction over like the pandemic and COVID, and then right before that happened, actually, we got named as like TikTok featured. What is it? We're TikTok ambassadors.
Oh wow!
And they took us to Playlist Live down in Orlando, which is kind of like a VidCon type deal where like just creators go and there's panels and you can go meet other creators. And that's where it like really felt real, where we went down there and like all these creators that we've seen daily on just different apps that we like know and love would come up to us and Dad. Well, really, they would come up to Dad because like I'm never seen.
The McFarlands.
They were like, I don't know this
You're
guy.
that guy.
You're that guy with the face. You're that guy. You're that guy with that beard.
We're on TikTok.
And it was just so cool to see like everyone was just like, I love your content. Like I can tell how hard you work on it, and like you inspire me. And I was like, oh my God, like
Jeez, yeah.
And so then it went from like just goofing around to like, wow, like this is actually really cool to see.
And I will say at Playlist, I guess Mark Cuban's daughter is like big on TikTok, and Mark was there walking around and like he was getting stopped like every step of the way, like just coming back from the gym. Like, he's Mark Cuban, yeah. And I'm like, Colin, that's Mark Cuban. We're getting a picture. And Colin's like, nah, leave him alone. Like, look how many times he's getting the stop. I'm like, Colin, you're not gonna get a picture with Mark Cuban.
Once in a lifetime.
I know. And so we get Dad over there and he fist bumps him because it was like the start of COVID. But so we got a pic with Mark Cuban.
I wouldn't even know how to react to seeing Mark Cuban. I would just like have a conversation and at the end blurt out like, "I need some money if you like." You can always slide some my way. Now, Dan, this is a question for you. There's a little bit of an age gap between you and your sons. Have they ever had to explain an idea for a TikTok to you, or is it just like you say yes all the time, or is it like what am I doing exactly and why am I doing this?
Every TikTok they have. And when I went to Playlist, kind of back up, I really didn't know what to expect when I got there, but it's all these younger people running around. I'm like, I don't know if I belong here, but some of the content that we make, just the TikToks, they have to explain a lot of stuff to me, why it's going to be funny, why, but I'm usually game. I'm like, I'll jump in, I'll do it. I mean, that's what kind of makes it unique for me to be on TikTok, because you don't expect a 60-year-old man with a beard, gray beard.
Sing some Megan.
Well, I have to say, like, the funny, like, I love your videos, they're hilarious, but then like when you put the bloopers up on TikTok, like the one of you guys doing the garage dance to Blinding Lights, like the video was great, and then the bloopers came out and I was like, oh my gosh, that is the funniest thing. Like, how long did that take? A day to get that thing perfected?
Video. Like from the get-go, like I knew it was going to be a good video.
Right.
I just liked the idea of it. And Dad doesn't dance, and like neither do we really. So I was just like, it's going to be hard. But like how we shot it, we broke up all the shots. So like it would be a little easier. So we could just do like the little pitter patter of our feet, and then we'll switch angles and like go to a different. So like, we couldn't get the whole like routine in one clip. So we split it up. But filming took about like maybe Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours just to get the routine down.
Yeah.
Dad's out in the driveway sweating. Pick him up at the end of it. And we're already like just worn out.
Even
It's
the
starting to get
neighbors
dark,
all
too.
gather around. They're just watching to see what's going on. The neighbors. Are
Neighbors
Oh, yeah.
peeking over
They
the
were.
fence.
You
Like,
can just see like our neighbor's eyes from like over the fence, like what?
Yeah.
and you can see in that blooper video, like we're actually like, Dad, for the love of God.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of
Get it
frustration
right.
starting to get there. Like, all right, we are almost done.
Yeah.
2 more minutes.
Please,
Almost there.
please get it right.
Well, you guys have, like you said, very friendly content for families, and you guys all live together, grew up together, and all that. What would you have? What's some advice you would have for people who want to make content? Because your content's all original and it's all in the family. What would some advice be for people who kind of want to do what you guys do?
That's a good question. Like we do get asked it a lot, but
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the best advice we can give is just to stay true to yourself. And like, if you think it's funny, there's going to be people out there that think it's funny, or if you think it's cool, people out there are going to think it's cool. So just like create what you want to create. And if this is what you want to do, people are going to get on board with you. And like, that's like my best advice.
There's no, because like when you're home with your family or your friends and you start like laughing until you cry,
Yeah.
there's like a reason for that. And if you can find a way to like capture those moments where like you're just hysterically laughing, like you think it's funny, so someone else does. Like you're not the one person with that sense of humor in the entire world.
Yeah.
And like now we have the internet to where like everybody can see
Mhm.
really anything you want to show them. So like, yeah, if you want to try to be like everybody else and do something that's like not authentic to yourself, go ahead and do it, but it's not going to last long. And you're going to like
Of course.
figure out eventually, like, this isn't me.
Yeah.
So just like start off doing what you love and just continue doing that.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I always say that it has to start from a place of, like you said, authenticity. Like you can't
Yeah.
start it and go, I want to try this because it's not something I've never done before. Like, that's never going to work. If you're authentic to yourself, people will see that and become fans of it. So yeah, I agree 100%. Now you guys have already accomplished so much, over 2.5 million followers on TikTok, hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram, but what is next for this family from Louisville, Kentucky? What do you guys want to do next?
Jeez. I mean, I've always dreamed of, like, me personally, I love just directing or just like being behind the camera. So if there would be a way to do that, like, I know like the internet's pretty much the biggest stage now. And like, I don't want to like digress and go back, but I would love nothing more than to like have a TV show or something along the lines of like a Curb Your Enthusiasm or like Seinfeld type, to where like you can write a sketch and you can just like play yourself, but put yourself in like funny situations.
Right.
Just so like, whether it be like Netflix or Hulu or some streaming service.
Well, that's the thing. Like, there are so many places to create shows now. It's like the opportunity is kind of in your hands if you want to do something like that.
Yeah.
We've been talking, we think like a family-based series would be just so much fun. Just like
Right.
being ourselves, but getting to really like do it from start to finish, like Colin directing and like producing everything would be so much fun. But like, obviously we would need a crew with us.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Well, guys, like that is amazing. And I want to say thank you again so much for doing this. Everyone, please go follow the McFarlands on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube. You will not regret it. I promise you. If you need a laugh, I know a family that could help you. Guys, thank you again so much for being here. And make sure you follow me for more great interviews.